To complete my builds for the final stretch of the game, I decided to do a paralog chapter, but unfortunately have none remaining. The last possible S-rank pairing I can make at this point is the Azura Niles pairing, which I have been building towards half-heartedly for quite a while, but never really took the effort to finalize. I find myself lacking just a few support points to get to S-rank, so I decided to play Invasion 2. Despite my units technically being overleveled for this map, it is unexpectedly a hellish nightmare to play, especially since there are simply too many aggressive enemies on this map. I am forced to completely reorganize the My Castle to take full advantage of terrain by changing the style to Nestrian, which has canals that can limit enemy movement. To further impede the main group of enemies that come from the center, I also placed several invincible buildings up front and center to funnel most of the enemies into caltrops, which causes damage to units that stand on it. I also changed my building placement to put most of my unit spawns directly nearby the enemies to the left and the right, allowing me to kill them immediately when they spawn. Even with all these advantages, the map situation is still quite precarious. There are just so many enemies in the central group, and one enemy even has an entrap staff. Fortunately, my terrain setup, which took quite a bit of experimentation, worked quite well to slow and split up the central enemy group, damaging many of them and causing them to move in a slow trickle. This lets me dance around in trap range until I deal with it by using a generic general as bait. And at this point, the enemy forces are so depleted that he even managed to survive. For my efforts, I am rewarded with basically 0 experience and a master seal, which can only be sold for 500 gold. But with this, I finally managed to secure the Azura Niles S-rank pairing, granting me access to 2 paralog chapters.